I'm going to ferment carrots, and here's what I'm going to need. Carrots, pink salt, a mason jar with a cannon funnel, whey, and I'm going to shred my carrots in my food processor. I'm not going to make a brine because they will create their own brine. So I'll bring you back when I've topped and tailed all my carrots and I'm ready to shred them in the food processor. So I'm ready to shred my carrots. I've topped and tailed all of them. I'm saving the tops and tails of the carrots for bone broth. Typically I use dehydrated carrots though, but you know, because I have this, I'll use it next time I make bone broth and save the dehydrated carrots for future use. So let's get started. I'm gonna shred a couple in my food processor, which I bought at a thrift store. It's ready to be replaced though, because most of the parts don't work. When I purchased this, this was broken. I don't know what I did. I took it apart, I fixed it, and it's worked ever since, but I only have 2 working parts left, so all right, let's get started. What I'll do, I'll shred a couple, then I'll bring you back afterwards. Excellent. And let's turn it on. Okay, so I'll finish this and I'll bring you back when it's all shredded, all right? Here we are, it's all shredded up. I'm going to put it in my mason jar. I'm going to add just under a half a cup of whey. I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of salt, and I'm going to use my pickle packer to pound it down. I am going to add the 2 additional ingredients intermittently throughout pounding it down. I would usually put, for instance, cabbage. When I chop up cabbage for kimchi, I would usually put it in another container before I put it into the jar. But because this has been shredded, I think it's going to be okay to go directly into the jar. So I'll bring you back when it's all in the jar. Here we go. I thought I'd show you a bit of the process. So I'm putting a bit of carrots in. Then I'll take a bit of salt. A bit of whey. Here we go, and I'll pound it down. This works really well. This pickle pounder, pickle packer, I like it a lot better than I do my rolling pin that I've used for the past 2 years. So as you see, it's beginning to create its own brine as it wilts from the salt and the whey. So here we are. I'm finished pounding the carrots with my new pickle packer, which worked very well. Look at that, that works so well. And as you see, it's created its own brine. So if I were fermenting carrot pieces, I would make a brine. But if I'm shredding it, a brine is not necessary. So if you see a recipe that has you add liquid to a shredded vegetable such as carrots or cabbage, I wouldn't add any liquid. It makes its own. Anyway, I'm going to put this on the counter for at least 3 days, and then it will go in the refrigerator, and that is how I ferment carrots.